The night these two videos were shot, it was the Race War Splatfest on Splatoon of Octolings versus Squidlings. Seth and I went over to Ben and Andrew's house. Seth cooked steak, a big fat steak, and we got extremely drunk, but not nearly as drunk as we did on Super Gin. Little did we know we'd be hanging out with two other people, Nick and Houston. We said fuck it, and after playing Lethal League and Third Strike, hit the record button. Seth was basically dead due to a food coma, so he was lying down, grabbing Houston's ass. This is what we recorded that night.
Just gross.
Give me another cup. Box of cups.
I mean, if you really want moves, then you can go ahead and eat pizza the other day.
No, because that's not even the thing.
Like, just go mad. It doesn't even
fucking work that way. You want
mad?
moves? Go mad every day. Which milk contains actual fucking estrogen and it's also full of fat. So you're just gonna get fat and thick like a lady.
Yeah, if you're not working out.
Is that why I have my moves? Because I drink milk every day?
You drink a gallon of milk every day?
Why do I have boobs?
I drink a glass of milk every day because
you're
vitamin D! That vitamin D!
I feel like you're a white guy, so if you go out in the sun for like 10 minutes, you'll absorb so much vitamin D that you don't need any for the next 4 days. Which is what I do incidentally anyway, so...
That ginger life.
Are we podcasting?
Oh, what's the matter? Is this a cold open? Are we cold open?
Yes, this is...
That's what a cold open is. Hey, so,
There's too much soy here, so there wasn't enough room for me to be on camera. Fucking deal with it.
Alright, so,
what does it matter?
as always,
Physical fitness, whatever.
Hey, we got two irregulars on here. Please introduce yourselves.
They'll never be on again. Fuck these guys.
Oh shit.
Did we start?
It's a hard
Can we give me some space, please?
No! I'm like totally on Seth right now, so...
Really.
Well, just give him a big hug.
Hey, so here's the thing. The audience is like, who the fuck are these two soy boys?
Trust me, we are all
my name's
boys.
Tito Fonda. I'm the driver of the Winnebago.
He actually looks like he belongs in a podcast this
Nick's. How's it going?
Don't put your last name on this. Please don't put your last name.
I want everybody to know.
Hey, future Dead Palette.
Believe his last name.
His last name.
Fucking Seth.
It's freaking huge.
Dinklage.
Seth drank too much and then ate a lot of steak, and so he's like asleep. Is he in frame at all?
No.
Just roll it over. Seth is to the left of James here.
So, it's just Hughestown here. So
Hughestown. Not Houston, Hughestown.
Hughestown.
It's fucking going from anime direction right to left. Fucking Houston, Andrew, Nick, and then some guy.
Some boy.
Die.
Flat stuff. We.
Bleep it out.
Just like
While I was pissing.
It's just like regular ass white rice. Just go for it.
Salsa. Bleep it out.
While I was taking a urination, they picked out two stories.
Oh god.
Advent of the Age of Reason.
Wait a minute, I need it. By John Locke.
Advent.
We've got copies, we just got to pass them around. We only got 3 copies.
We truly do live in an age of reason!
Ben Shapiro!
Story's weird as fuck.
You can just say his name and it's funny.
It's Ben Shapiro destroys my sandcastle. I spent all day making it. Look it up on YouTube.
The legend, the
We
man.
should just make all of our comedy things stolen from the internet.
It's pretty much what it is.
Internet-based
Pretty
comedy
much.
is
It is what it is at this point.
Internet-based comedy is not very popular right now. So
Dude, when are you
No.
gonna take like the hand food pill?
Stop eating all my...
It's the hand pill. You have to eat all your food
Stop
with your
eating
hand.
all the tofu, man.
Yeah, hand pill. Yeah, there you go. It's hand pill.
There you go.
And also a neck pill, because it makes your neck bigger.
Hey,
Wow.
Hand pill.
hey, Nick, last name, where did you get this from so people can send bombs there?
Oh, I got it from my job working at fucking the White House.
Bad idea.
There you go. Send it. I'm a chef at the White House. I flew here in a plane. You know, just send all your bombs.
Oh,
wow.
There you go.
I flew here on plane.
Yeah.
I flew here on Air Force 2.
No, I'm not gonna answer Air Force 4. I'm like not that high up. Sorry, like
Air Force 51.
No, nobody can ride that one.
Okay.
Not even the guy who say they do. No. Nobody.
That's like the backup plane to Air Force
Is that enough
49.
substance for you, Andrew?
Any plane the president rides on is Air Force One. You fucking know
Letting
that.
people eat my food. If this was Neolithic times, it'd be fucking dead.
You got it for free.
I'd stand no state of mating.
None. Race for the
Alright.
games.
Abstain from sex! Advent of the Age of Reason?
Yeah.
Are we going to start reading this in cellulars?
What's the picture?
In cellulars.
Is this like World War One?
Hey, I think dudes
I'm
in the hole.
Volcel.
Valsa.
Vocal.
Hey, and I have lots of sex.
He told us how he's going to get his dick sucked in 2 days.
Wow.
Which is,
2 days!
With this one neat chick. Crick.
you know,
Wait a minute. So, I haven't seen a picture, so you're lying to me. What's her name? I'm looking her up right now.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
what's her
Let's
last
just say
name?
Full fucking name.
Advent of the Age of Reason.
But Ben, I need to advise you right before you get into that. If you get your dick sucked before you're married, she's actually a demon. She wouldn't do it otherwise. She's actually a demon, and she's sucking your soul out through your penis. Your soul is going to come right out through your pee-pee.
Also, degeneracy.
A, she won't get much out of there if she's trying to take my soul. B, doesn't matter, still busting it.
I mean,
nuts, so
you stand a really high percentage of being a sledgehammer to the family unit. I'm not saying you will, I'm just warning you. Like, I don't want you to fuck it up.
fuck me.
Very possible.
Advent of the Age of Reason.
Let me.
It's like a World War. There's a little photo. It's kind of World War.
Oh wait, so how are we doing this? Paragraph by paragraph?
Paragraph by paragraph.
It's a long paragraph.
So, no,
man.
I'll read a paragraph, Nick will read a paragraph,
All right.
and while Nick's reading, I'll hand it to you.
Okay.
And then while you're reading, Nick will hand it to Hughestown, and then you'll read one, and I'll get a copy back. It'll work. It'll work.
Yeah.
So,
We'll make it work.
Advent of the Age of Reason by an internet
John
person.
Locke.
Don't fucking stab me, bro.
It is by Boo Boo Finger.
Oh, sick.
Are you familiar with their work?
No.
Can we?
Does that mean they're bad?
No.
That's just the handle for Ben Shapiro. I'm just saying, Age of Reason. This is all adding up.
I'm just trying to say, Enlightenment thinking was what it all is cracked up to be. They teach you in high school that Enlightenment thinking is the best thing.
Ben Shapiro's a secret creepypasta.
Hey, I'm gonna read this story now.
Ben Shapiro is a secret
Maybe he's saying
Jew.
that, like, those guys.
He's never told anyone. He's never told anyone.
Shapiro's
Like
the
Jewish.
Jewish
Yeah,
version
he's
of Smith.
no, he's actually Jewish. He's like
On his, he has a yarmulke, and on his yarmulke it says "totally not a Jew."
totally not a Jew, and also 5'8".
It just says destroyed.
Don't burn me.
It could almost be funny if you had a quite perverse sense of humor. Some stupid archduke that no one particularly
Are we
cared
reading
for
now?
goes to visit a
Oh
country
shit,
where he
we're
is
reading
hated.
now.
Yes.
Equally stupid driver gets lost in the streets of Sarajevo, and he is backing up the car, giving the equally incompetent murderer who previously missed throwing a bomb in the royal automobile a chance to walk up
right into this.
and fatally shoot the
shit.
royal bastard and his wife. Bastard,
Damn.
by the way. That's the worst swear word is bastard.
It's pretty good. Well, to me, it's literal.
It's old timey.
It's literal.
This starts
goes
a
right
domino
into it.
effect that plunges the entire world into the bloodiest war it's ever seen.
World War.
The war to end all wars, they say.
The war on.
Yeah, right. They also say this stupid war would be short, that it was over 2 years ago.
Look at Johnny Warmaker over here. Fucking, I'm gonna do wars.
Fucking Franz Ferdinand.
Shit ass wars.
Take me.
Don't know. You say you don't know. I say bound down. I don't know. On a social contract.
No social contract! Oh wow!
Violate the nerves.
Houston took it there. Houston took it there.
I am not race. This is a world war, not a race war.
Yes.
There's many races.
There's the German race,
Yeah, that one.
and then all
the
the
other
other ones.
And the Central Asian.
That is all the darkies.
Wow, this is getting really bad. We are all white.
I absolved myself. Of
Okay, just so everyone knows, sets off opinion, or sets off screen, so his opinion doesn't count.
Yep.
No.
Forgive me if I sound sarcastic, but it's hard to be otherwise when you've been sitting in these fetid trenches for as long as I have and seeing the sights I've seen. It's either learn to find humor in it all or become shell-shocked by the banality.
Implying a World War I soldier even knew what fucking caused war.
Before war soldiers even knew what sarcasm was.
Yeah.
This is like
The sights, the sounds, the smells of it.
Implying a World War I soldier.
that's assuming Fritz dies before
They all
I
had
do.
polio.
But the Krauts are just trying just as hard to kill me as I am trying to them.
What do they call it? Crap?
And both of our generals are throwing every new toy they can get your hands on at each other.
Actually, no.
And we dumb troops along the yards on a map are the tally by which they measure who is winning.
It's a fucking creepypasta.
This is
Okay.
What's going on?
This is a new kind of war.
Hold up. We're 3 paragraphs in. Let's take a second.
Speed it up.
Let's take a second to break down what's actually happening.
I don't know
Because we
what's
bullshitted. But
It's just a guy talking about
There's
the
a guy
war.
in
It's
French,
a-
he's really sarcastic.
It's All Quiet on the Western Front, written by a middle schooler.
Yeah,
I'd love to imagine the guy in the
It's-
trench next to this guy's like, dude, just fucking
So,
okay.
in an episode on the podcast that shall not be named, we talked about trying to speculate how many.
It's if Sheldon.
Let me get there. We speculated how many creepypastas are just high school English projects. I will bet you. I have $50 in my wallet right now. I will bet you that right now. This is a high school English project.
Okay,
It's a very-
let's erase creepypasta from our mind for a second. Is what is happening functioning?
Not really.
Just-
It's not very creepy.
I'm not creeped out yet.
If it's not no, don't even think creep. What is this? Is this story functioning as it should be?
I mean, no, because he's just restating like very obvious things about World War One.
It's true. We all
We don't even
know.
know who's the narrator because he's a person. Like he has
He's
opinions.
addressed so many people.
Also,
other than
hey,
himself.
we're out of rice. I ate it all. Oops.
Yeah, I saw you. I
I'm
watched
glad-
you eat all the rice that I was hungry for.
I'm glad it was productive. We can order more.
Thanks,
things later.
Also, like I'm reading
Best
the whole thing.
thing ever.
I'm reading after reading the whole thing. Like it doesn't get creepier.
You already read the whole thing?
Speed read McGee over here.
Yeah.
I read it.
Oh, by the way,
Thank
you for your service.
You're welcome.
All right,
Thank you seriously,
Are we
everybody.
gonna continue?
Everybody in the comments, go thank Andrew last name for his service.
Andrew.
Name redacted.
And it's Michael Johnson. That's my real name. Look me up on Facebook. Michael Johnson.
God. This is a new kind of war brought on by Age of Reason from artillery dropping exploding shells that send.
No one was reasonable before this war. No one ever reasoned.
This is an extremely reasonable.
Especially after the war.
I'm very okay with this.
Dropping exploding shells that send enemies' limbs flying in all directions to colorful glass that makes them choke horribly.
Okay.
They have it all. They have razor wire, machine guns to snare, cut, mutilate the human bodies in the
In case you didn't know how World War One happened.
Right.
Did you guys know World War One was a bad war?
Oh yeah, it's fucking terrible.
Oh
Very
man.
gassy war. Probably not the gas.
Yeah, lots of
Rat
farting.
war.
Brap, 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 brap. Brap, brap, that's a war crime.
Hitler was totally
Hey,
born
this is before the Geneva Convention.
Hitler
No
was
war crimes don't
totally
exist.
born
But
in
after
this
the
war.
social contract!
War crimes don't exist. Zip.
Not to mention aeroplanes flying overhead and cannons so big they can only move in railroad tracks.
Bodies pile up.
Wait, we're railroad.
It's my turn. It's my turn.
We're railroad.
Oh,
kids?
yeah.
Invented
I
by
forgot you have a
railroad?
turn.
Yeah.
Because you're not on camera, which means you literally don't matter.
No. It's just my channel with the million
Fuck you,
subscribers.
Brandon.
Millions.
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 1 million.
Bazillions!
Literally millions.
By the time this goes up,
It's
like,
just-
in like a few weeks when
We're
this
on
goes
Twitch
up,
live
yeah, sure.
stream.
Okay, wait. So does that mean I'm an influencer?
Are you what?
Buy gold! Buy gold!
Hey, is this a Twitch live stream? Because if I,
On purpose.
oh boy,
Oh boy.
We're right next to that channel about wombats like playing fucking TikTok.
What?
That one.
Wait.
You
we
guys
need.
know the ones. You guys out there.
You need to
youngins.
explain this.
You youngsters, you know they got wombats and then they draw a tic-tac-toe board.
All right,
with
so
the
which
fucking
one
snow,
was
and then they
fighting
just run
Brandon
around,
Hampton
you know?
first
Yeah,
for the top
snow
Twitch
that
spot?
wombats live in.
It's
Hey,
at the zoo, you dingus. It's at the zoo in Alaska where they always have snow. I'm a big fan.
Bodies pile up.
Alaska?
There's wombats in Alaska.
hey, quiet on set.
Yeah, we're
Let's look
quiet
at-
all quiet the Western
Can
Bloc.
you chill the fuck out?
What did I do?
Jesus.
We
Exist.
Hey!
Stone.
Let the man
There's
read.
too many people in this podcast now.
No, that's the thing is.
There's not enough.
It's just yelling.
Normally, I'm all about hard limit of 4, but I'm drunk, so it's I'm.
So yeah.
So you're loose with your morals, which means I can. No, you're good.
Oh, you're
What are you doing?
Oh, Nick needs it. Nick needs it.
It would be nice if
It's my
these
turn.
lights
We're
were
going.
so
No, no, no.
There's like a chunk you stole.
Hey,
There's a chunk
Brandon.
you have to.
Hey,
Yes.
Cameraman.
Yes.
Stop texting during the podcast and fucking
Look at
read
this!
the
Look at
stories.
this! Look at this 20-year-old boomer over here.
Yeah, look at this fucking
fucking
boomer.
texting.
Hey, how's your fucking low calorie monster taste?
Are we pushing that? Because I'd like to push low calorie monster.
Low calorie
Is
monster.
that hanging out over there by my phone?
It's a bit late.
Bodies pile up, a few dozen. Feet are gained or lost, and then they Then the smell becomes unbearable. We decide a truce, gather the dead and wounded, ship them away, receive fresh troops, and start all over again.
Wait a minute.
War is hell, but it has its moments.
Okay, we're going to take a vote real quick. Does war change or does the war not change?
The war has changed, or has it?
Does war change? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And it all depends on what your video game you played
do I
first.
believe
If you're Solid
Ron
5 or Fallout 4, what'd you play first? You
believe
played Metal Gear Solid,
Ron
war has changed. If it
Perlman?
hasn't, Fallout 4.
Metal Gear Solid 5 is not a fucking thing. It's Metal Gear Solid V. Metal Gear Solid V is not canon. It's
All I
gay.
know is I don't trust Ron Perlman. I don't trust his cauliflower. A friend of mine said this before. Ron Perlman looks like he just evolved. Like he just got, like his parents were fucking
like he's
apes.
like a racist
And he was like the first one to go to college. He was like, I'm so,
Homo erectus.
thank you so much, father. And it's like,
Ron Perlman does look like a chip.
he just got here. He just got here.
It's reasonable.
He just got here.
So does war change?
I'd assume a little.
No.
Yes.
War changes.
War never changes. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Example number 1.
War is hell, but it does have its moments. Like when those glorious Mark I's went up against the German cavalry. Tradition got
ones. What are those?
What is that supposed to? What? Okay, Nick.
I didn't play Battlefield
But it
1.
means
so I
there's
don't know
one
what you guys
mark.
talking about.
No.
There's a guy named Mark
Truce
that was
word right here.
Please.
I don't know how to spell that.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
Mr. Senior Thesaurus over.
Trucidated. I don't know what it means.
Tradition got trucidated by
So, it
industrialism.
looks like he just...
Shut up!
But I couldn't be trained.
Tradition got trucidated. That's a thesaurus word right there. By industrialism, leaving tread marks in bodies along that way. Yeah, because tanks were good in World War I and totally didn't kill people inside of them by CO poison. They were like the shittiest fucking assignment you could have in World War I.
Like
Hoorah, devil dog.
drugs.
Also, like, going through all the fucking words in here and just, like, synonym.
That, of course, until they stalled and were taken out by enemy artillery and grenades. We gain a few leagues, entrench, and start again.
Where you going? Are you swimming?
Leagues? Wait, you fucking
You're
World
moving.
War I to kill Atlantis.
World War I amphibious warfare.
Yeah, by the time World War One ended, I was like in Master Elo, really.
Really? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
We're talking
Out of the
Lethal
corner
League?
of my eye, I thought he just like
Are we talking
shit
Lethal
something
League
out
or
of his
League of
mouth.
Legends? There are 2 league games, and one of them is better than the other one.
What about League?
Wait a minute, which one's better?
League of Legends.
Lethal League is better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if they somehow hybridized League of Legends and Lethal League, that would create the best video game.
do that?
I don't know.
I'm
I'm not that
playing
smart.
League of Legends in second.
As long as it's a cancerous
It's like
player
eight.
base. is
We
not-
gain a few leagues, entrench, and start again.
That's so.
But grandiose moments like this are not what scares me.
God, I'm so sick of the...
It's the quiet, tedious moments in between battles that scare the crap out of me.
Jesus Christ.
Scares the crap out of me.
That's a-
Scares the crap out of me.
Not enough to
Forgot the
scare
synonym
more
check crap.
than
That's
that.
a hard C right there.
Yep.
Scare the crap out of me.
Scare the
Dropping the C word.
Oh yeah, scares the C out of my A.
A bomb just drops right beside you, and you're just like, "Holy crap!"
You're like, gee, dang it, man, that was really
Not to
close.
mention those aeroplanes.
I had to turn this
Whoa,
into
whoa,
crap.
whoa.
We're doing
Nick has to
more.
read.
We're doing more words. We're doing more words.
I wasn't reading.
Like the time Tully,
Fucking
fucking Tully over here.
classic Tully. Classic
He
Tully.
pulled out of he pulled out this pack.
Tully's a pull-out boy.
And gave one to me and one to James.
Pack of what?
A smoke, but not like smoke grenades, like some reefer. You know, like
some cigarettes.
some wacky tobacco. You know, like some single cigarettes. Some
It's a devil's lettuce.
Some chew tobacco in
Devil
cigarette
lettuce.
form.
It's like we lit up our doobies
Marijuana.
and we all smiled for the first time, as God knows how long, because we were super high. And then James' head explodes, courtesy of an
shit.
unfriendly. Is this some kind of racial slur
Heine?
from Heine? It's like. Is he calling a guy a butt, or is he calling him like a racist?
I think that's a German slur. It's like
Heine.
Kraut or Fritz's.
Heine. Then his left eye, brain, and fragments of blood. Lots of blood.
Tully just explodes.
Shower over
I'm
Tully.
trying to get you laid.
If you use ellipsis unironically,
You go to hell.
die.
To be fair, like
Slime
It
beast.
isn't in the story, but if you knew Tully like before this,
Yeah,
you wouldn't
slime
be mad.
beast.
You wouldn't be
Fuck
mad.
you.
The only reason
I don't care if you're like the one person in the creepypasta I know by name. Like,
you're a boomer if you use ellipsis.
yeah, if you use ellipsis, you're a boomer. Sorry, slime beast, you're a boomer now. Better start buying fucking low-calorie monster.
He didn't scream. He didn't. Look at this 12-year-old boomer, Tully, not even ducking. He just got this. Oh, he just got this look in his eyes, like if there was something real interesting 1,000 yards away, and then his head exploded too, and then he fell on top of me, pushing me down, putting out my smoke. God damn it, Tully!
Yeah, the real thing is your fucking dick-ass corpse put out my cherry.
Squash my doobie.
Man, my fucking
Squash my doobie.
Just put the cherry out. Now I gotta
Why would
fucking
you be
relight it. How am I gonna do that in a
smoking
trench? I was all muddy. Now I gotta smoke muddy weed.
You just let the smoke pit. You gotta get out of the fucking trench. So
Can you just eat the weed?
Can not in the fucking trench. Everyone, no one else wants that cancer. Then there was that one night.
That existed.
Hey,
Yes.
watch this. This is called visual presentation.
This is chemistry.
It's yellow.
Whoa.
Now it's
Bill
Dude,
Nye.
science class.
Man.
Now
Science
it's
class.
gone.
Look
Now it's gone.
Oh no! I got.
Now
Shots.
Now it's an aqueous solution.
Okay.
How drunk can we get, Nick? How long?
How drunk
Here's
is
the thing,
everyone in this
most likely
podcast?
Goose right here drinks like a fucking fish.
I have a high constitution.
Then there was that one night. The one that really scared the crap out of me. he's just doubling down.
I was like snake.
Doubling down on that
scared
crap.
The crap
Like I
all
said.
the way out.
Middle school English
I was gonna say,
project.
like,
he
he has-
can't swear.
Crap is the best he can do.
But like
We're
also,
using the
like,
wrong-
head exploding.
By the way, if he says crap, can we say bones instead?
Bones!
You scared the bones out of me.
This is officially new canon to the advent of the Age of Reason. By Ben Shapiro, by the way.
Amendum.
Amanda.
So
We're using really scared the
Boner?
Wait. We're using the wrong. Guys.
Focus.
We're using the wrong affectation. You need to do like a 1920s accent, like. Also, not by this time, Billy.
We're also
Totally pulled out a
stealing
pack of
other
smokes.
podcast
Fritz
jokes.
had run out of shells to throw at us, and the night had become reasonably quiet. I, along with the other trench mates,
Reasonably?
closed our eyes while Gordon kept watch. They keep saying these names like I know these people.
Who the fuck's Gordon?
Who's Gordon?
Gordon Freeman.
We all sank into exhaustive
hey,
sleep.
put a 7 in the comments if Gordon's a fucking soy boy.
Delete.
Also, put an F in the comments to pay respects to Tully.
I dreamed of
Big ups to
butterflies
Tully.
Big ups.
flying in a field of
That's
flowers.
he was
A
only
gentle
12.
breeze blew as I hear the waves of the ocean breaking on the golden shore. Oh shit! I fucked
Where
that up
even
real
is he?
bad.
God damn it.
Where even are you? Where are we?
That's when I realized I was dreaming. The spell broken and
What is
I
this
woke
voice?
Thank God.
What? Just try and be as abrasive as possible, Mr.
Where
Creepypasta
I
narrator.
was, I looked to the side and saw
fucking
Gordon
shade.
Shots fired.
leaning
fair,
over. The
Mr.
new
Creepypasta's
kid got
not gonna
wounded
be
real
real
bad.
bad.
When we
Real
gained the
bad.
last few yards, I called out to Gordon as I asked the kid if he was still alive. And the Gordon turned around and looked at me.
Big Gordon.
The first thing I asked
halfway through.
and I noticed was the blood on his chin. I noticed that the fang.
The Fang?
What? Holy
Fang?
shit.
We're at vampires!
It's werewolves! Fucking not! Return now!
Everybody!
How did we get here this fast?
This is an 11th hour.
Where did
quiz.
we get here?
I mean, to be
Fucking
fair, it's a
Christ.
shit. And we're like halfway through, so it's actually a 12th hour twist.
It just kind of just like, hey, guess what? Vampires now. Fuck you.
Also,
Bring
based
on the
on-
stakes!
I want to be a World War
Come
I
on,
vampire
Seth.
boy.
Stakes. It's plot relevant to
Yeah,
today.
Go!
We've lost the adventure.
Didn't notice
I
the
think,
fangs.
judging by
Definitely
the
the
indentation, it's
fangs.
like these two.
The last thing were the eyes.
This is
Those
the end of the
eyes
page.
glowed in the darkness,
okay.
as stupid as they may sound when they say it aloud.
There's only 2 pages left.
I'd say it
That's the second
aloud.
page, yeah.
Excuse me?
It's
No,
that
that's got to be the
short.
third page because
No, see, look at the bottom where the printer.
No, look.
It says the print job.
Oh,
It's like
shit,
2
fuck.
pages. Yeah, it's a short ass fucking.
Wait, I thought Adventure Age of Reason was 3 pages.
No, the other one's like 4 pages.
Who the fuck dropped this?
Where?
Then I reach for my fucking sidearm.
Oh shit!
You reached
Wait a
for
minute.
it.
That's in the story. That's in the story.
World War
Yeah.
One, and just an average troop gets a Colt 1911 TM.
God damn!
They had one.
Wait,
No.
what happened to? That's when I realized I was dreaming. I think that's the next paragraph.
That's when I realized I was dreaming.
What?
You got to read that one. Did we not read that one?
Oh, the lies world with darkness. As stupid
I was
as
Yeah,
it
yeah, that's when he
sounds.
woke up and there was vampires.
Vampire Man.
Gordon is a vampire.
Oh, the nose, the fangs, definitely the fangs.
Maybe he's
Knots. The last thing
gonna shoot
were the
me.
eyes.
Yeah, shoot
The
me,
eyes
bum.
that glowed with darkness.
What is a
As
Wolverine?
stupid as that may sound.
Absolute darkness. All that I see. Dead
I
parents.
cannot live. I cannot die. Absolute horror.
Absolute unit.
Take my self. Take my hat.
Table! I reach for my side pistol.
I gotta see, I gotta die!
That's what I said.
Say it dramatically.
Also.
Wait. Let me.
Go on outside.
Let me get my narrower voice on. Hold on. Let me.
Get some Foley going.
Get some sips in.
I guess Hughstown's gonna go piss.
He's just got a
He fucking broke the seal immediately. I reach for my side pistol.
Is it really called a side pistol?
You're not going to shoot me, are you, bub? He says to me.
Cool.
Are we going line by line?
Yeah.
You're not going to shoot
Every time there's a paragraph.
Alright,
You're not going to shoot
Then
me.
I can
Oh,
do,
you bub?
I can do this without feeling
Yo.
bad.
I'm sailing, pistol firmly held in my shaking hand.
Oh wow.
I'm only doing that one line.
We've been through so much together. Plus the boy was dying anyway. He pointed to no man's land. Lots of people are dying.
let me do my
Take over, because Hughstown's not
take-
here.
let me do my Houston
Busting a fat guy
impression.
right now. He's really fast at it.
He was right. Gordon and I have been together in
doubt.
some battles over the 3 months.
In the Somme battles, not some battles.
Some battles.
Wow, do you not even know your history?
Some battles.
Oh wow.
I think it's more
Bones.
likely that this
Hypocrites
like
are
12-year-old
really
would like get a typo than like actually reference a historical.
I gotta live, I gotta
During the time we had fought together and seen too many casualties almost every day that went by.
Executing.
But how was all I ever managed to get out? Things like this should not
Why are we
exist.
talking now?
Not in the plain age of reason.
Mr.
No.
Wade?
Mr. Wade.
We have to go beyond the mental.
I'm
Beyond the
performing.
physical.
I saw a shot on the side of the road with the ruby the size of a fist.
We have to go beyond the physical. Master.
But Gordon explained it all to me. Seems they have been around for a very long time, and they lived for a very long time too. They were wise enough to ride the wave of blood from the Eastern Front, picking up new recruits along the way.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Some men just want to suck the blood.
He told me they had long used wars to cover up their feeding habits, but they also managed to infiltrate
retarded.
the governments of various
Governments
nations.
Wow.
Oh no! To inflict
violated the social contract! I was not in frame, was I?
No.
What they're doing,
Yes.
and when it was over, they had another one all ready to be set in motion
Wait a minute, hold on.
to redistribute the wealth.
Then he looked at me and says,
No, here, there you go. You've wrenched this Dark Souls.
Now
We're
I gotta-
playing Dark Souls.
now I gotta start over from the beginning.
No,
Go please. Then he looked at me and said, since we were buddies, he was willing to bring me into the fold.
Wow.
To become like them. To feed off the insanity of the world.
I'm just gonna
I
slide.
had my reservations, but in an odd way, the more I thought about it, the more Gordon seemed to be the only one making any sense. In the middle of all this
In
madness.
this fucked
Oh,
up
the
world.
twist! The twist!
How long did he think about
Plus, fucking 3 seconds.
it? One paragraph.
Plus, I would also probably get to live forever. That's kind of fucking lame.
That's the end?
Just slurp it
no.
I
out.
would have
no.
thought about it a little bigger. Had I not
Longer.
some dumb
Wait,
cross
wait,
sniper
wait,
upon
wait.
Gordon's head.
What is this
clean off
Freudian
his
slip?
high-powered bullet. Gordon's headless body fell into the mud, taking his possibility of immortality.
That's how you undo it.
Wait a minute, how did fucking Gordon, who's a vampire, just get his head blown off?
Because vampires can still die.
Because they had shielded the bullet.
You can just be like,
Knew he was a vampire.
No.
is this Witcher rules or is this like...
No,
Yes!
In a lot of fiction, if you blow off the head, then you were then vampire.
Oh, you had to, like,
Yes.
specially kill
It's
that shit.
Silva.
Guys,
Silva kills vampires.
There was no silver bullets in World War
Why
One.
are you still in
The one guy who shot him.
They were using titanium bullets. We covered this.
Okay.
Titanium's
Yes.
not silver.
Yes. It's.
You can't prove
It's.
No, it's not.
I know. I'm making fucking memes.
What?
I mean-
Wait. Is this a comedy
Is this the
podcast?
end? Is it?
Are we supposed
No,
to
we got
read
one more paragraph. One more paragraph. Let me fucking read it. Yes. It has. It's.
It's
It's.
300,000 likes and I'll leak my nudes.
Read it.
It's the
I
quiet
gotta
nights.
find them.
I like
It's-
the news for like 3.
It's the quiet nights that
already-
most scare me. It's in those nights that I think about that one night that other nights happened and then nights, and realized how much what Gordon told me made sense. These are the nights that some nights I wake up being a fucking vampire.
Sometimes I
Under
wanna
a silver bullet.
girl.
Whoa,
All right, now we're
James Gunn!
Now we're on the same page.
Ease up, James Gunn.
We're on wolf girl, not underage girl.
Hands off
We're
the
on
James
opposite.
Gunn.
Are we talking about lollies here?
Wow, you took it here. No one else did.
Don't loot the dragon lolly, am I right?
This truly is a podcast. These are the nights that scare me most. They
for these nights.
they scare me because I know that if the damn crowd had not intervened, I would have taken Gordon up on his offer.
Remember, being racist
And become immortal.
being racist against whites is not
That was so
Man,
bad.
if you can die from a sniper shot, you're not immortal. Sorry,
okay.
kid.
No. So we're gonna go in order, and we're gonna air our critiques. One,
Bad.
Everybody.
hey man, like, I hate to say this, but like, I feel like I have to fucking say this every time. If you have a concept for a story, A, drink one beer and then ask yourself, is it good? The answer to this one is no. But if it is good, write it. Get some critiques from people you know. If you don't know anyone, that's weird.
Go to toospooky.com and we will
Right.
tell you if it's
Yeah, but get some critique and rewrite the same story. The fact of the matter is, people who are good at writing rewrite their story. I've said this in every
damn it, Vince.
fucking podcast.
It happens every time that we get drunk, bullshit on the story, and then like at the last second we're like, shit, we're supposed to critique this, aren't we?
No, but like the thing is, it's not hard to critique because it's bad.
It's
Like,
pretty good.
Can I throw a
It-
monkey wrench in
you
this
You should
shit?
throw it anywhere.
You don't like I hate how many fucking creepypastas we've read, and I haven't even read that many on this fucking podcast, that just like fundamentally don't understand how storytelling works. It's like, rewrite it. Read about writing. Learn about this. I understand it's gratifying to create something and to put it on the internet.
And that's great.
Where
That truly is great.
No, I mean that's great. But this needs a lot of improvement. If you want to be good at this, you've got to improve. If this was something you wrote for a project and decided, fuck it, I'll post it.
Also, at the same time, that's,
Hey.
whatever.
That's fine. You know, there's no.
Why would you post your mediocre work on the internet if you knew it wasn't very good?
Mediocre.
Because
For likes, man.
because the
reason I get
the
it,
vast
fine.
majority of any body of work is
Be a
mediocre.
troll.
This is the fact of.
Sturgeon's Law, yeah.
Yeah,
pretty
sure.
Wow.
But you know, if you, it is. I guess I don't want to say my job, but my task here to critique it. You know, work on your fundamentals and take this story and rewrite it. Keep rewriting it. Trim the fat because for a short story, there was a lot of bullshit I didn't care about.
I think
Namely.
we mentioned Tully, we mentioned Gordon. Who are these people?
Also, man, everybody seems to be getting shot in the head in this book.
Yep.
Every single
In this
person
book?
gets shot in the head.
In this book.
You think the vampire would know better?
Nick, go ahead. Take
Alright.
this shit.
Okay, so first time on this show. As somebody who does write horror fiction myself, it's stories like this one. This is the
Advent
copy,
of the Edge of Reach.
that make me feel better about myself in terms of quality. That being said,
Ben Shapiro's not a good writer.
could be longer. I think it'd be better. You know,
He
it's a
went
neat-
to Harvard.
It's a
We live in a
Not for
society.
writing, not for writing.
It's a neat concept, you know, like vampires profiting off of wars. But here's the thing: vampires aren't the type to, you know, you actually fight in wars. Like vampires in fiction are inherently
Literally,
selfish.
they have no motivation.
They're assholes. They live in big castles far away from the plight of the poor people who would be fighting in wars
Yeah.
and shit.
That,
So
well,
I see
let's
here.
slow that down. That'd be
Yeah.
a cool concept. What if, like, Okay, so you're having a war, and what do you do with the dead people? And then, like, you start to notice that, like, the dead people are being, like, shipped off to a certain place, and that builds intrigue, and it's like, hey, Commander, where the fuck is this place? And it's like, it's a castle. And you're like, what the why are we sending dead bodies to a castle? It's like fucking vampires.
Research,
right?
You know?
Yeah, and it's like a mystery.
Instead of a two-page story, it'd be a 5 to like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Where we could take this in an interesting direction. Science, in terms of medical stuff, wasn't really that great. So what if a guy gets shot and he gets like messed up and he's unconscious and people think he's dead and they're like, I'll just throw him in the truck. And then he winds up alive in a pile of bodies in this fucking castle.
Makes even less sense.
Sounds like some Wolfenstein shit.
That's the story.
Yeah, that's how you can take it. It also makes even less sense when in a universe where apparently vampires are just not immune to bullets. Then, like, then he would be on the battlefield.
Yeah, it seems like a vampire.
Or we live in an alternate universe where all bullets are made out of silver.
And just our head
there's one soldier who like really planned ahead for the show. He read this
really super.
He read
the advent of the fucking.
He was ready. But yeah,
he's like fucking vampires, dude.
I feel like it could be really good, you know, if you plan it out and you think about it more. And like, this was very much sort of like a scene. Like it seems like disconnected, and there's some things that just kind of. Like, if you took the role of vampires and made them, like, a different kind of sphere in the story rather than the grunt soldiers, because it's not really...
No, because that doesn't really make sense for vampires.
Yeah. They would be the ones pulling the strings. They would be the ones figuring shit out.
Pulling the strings out of those tampons!
My boy Michael, tell me about this fucking story.
It was...
Ben Shapiro.
But like, I still think Ben Shapiro's a good writer, and Ben Shapiro is officially canon when it comes to the writing this.
Yeah, we're not out to slander.
We're not out to slander. I'm not Ben Shapiro. I'm sorry. Please don't destroy me in your next takedown.
He did destroy my sandcastle. To be fair, I'm still upset.
And also, he's a very physically intimidating man. Very tall.
Sandcastle's fear. Scientists hate him.
Scientists hate this man.
Houston, what do you have to critique about this story?
Some more fucking character development. I mean, you have some
it's a short story,
right? But even in a short story, you can do
a little bit of character development. I mean,
I said it.
You name some characters and then you have them die by shot in the head. Okay.
Wait. So like Tully pulls out a cigarette and gives it to our narrator. What if like. Oh, Tully was like my shining armor at this time. I always bummed to smoke off him, and I appreciated
like
that.
a few lines of characterization, especially
like
in
he pulls out his
stories.
Make me
they go a long way.
Character instead of just naming the character.
Where is Tully in the social contract?
He pulls out his locket, and he's just like, I can't wait to see my wife and family again, and he just gets his head pulled off.
He instantly identifies.
Now he's gonna die instantly.
We are Tully's wife, and we feel bad.
Yes,
we are Tully's wife.
This story should also be written.
Cut to shit.
We are,
but
we do live in a society.
We do live in
a society, guys.
I think this really proves that we live
in a society. Hey, can everyone do it?
Gamers rise up.
Gamers rise up.
Regurgitate memes.
Yes. This is gonna get posted in like September of fucking next year.
T-posing?